Hey guys, so I'm here to talk to you today about study tips. So there's a couple different points that I want to go over in this video. I have my little notes right here about everything that I want to say. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about today is taking notes in class. You definitely want to sit in front of the class, and I know it might be scary sometimes, but trust me, just sit in front of the class. When I sit in front of the class, I am focused, I am ready to learn, and I'm alert. When I'm in the back of the class, I'm texting, I'm doodling all over my paper, I'm eating or drinking or whatever, I'm not paying attention. I just cannot stay focused in the back. So I would definitely recommend sitting in front of your class. Also, have your planner out. You never know when the teacher is going to just quickly say, okay, we have a test next week, or he's going to say, this is what you need to know for the test. If you have your post-it notes and your planner handy, then you can just jot that down and put it right. You can just stick that little sticky note in here. You can write it in the notes section. It's just really good to have it out. You are also prepared that way because you know what is due today and you can stay organized. Some people say, oh, well, I've tried to use the planner and it doesn't work. Well, if you open your book, if you have your planner out and open during every class session as well as every time you're studying at home, you will use it, because if you're in class and the teacher says, here's tonight's homework, your planner's right in front of you, there's no excuse to why you can't write down your homework. Then when you go home and you're studying, you open your planner, bam, it's right in front of your face. It says tonight's homework, blah, 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 blah. So this will just help you stay on track. I don't know what I would do if I lost this baby. And I know it's hard, but don't text. I see people texting every 30 seconds in my classes. Maybe if you have free time, you can pull out your phone, but if you are paying to be there and you're paying to learn and to hear what the teacher says, so why throw your money out the window by zoning the teacher out and texting your friends? You can do that in between classes, before or after. Don't do it when you're paying to get an education. It's wasting your money. Another thing is take good notes. This is key because anything that the teacher says, it's probably going to be on the test. He's saying it for a reason. He wants you to know. So if you take good notes and you study off of those notes, then you will be set for all of the tests. Go to class. Please, that's another one. Oh my gosh, go to class. I cannot stress that enough. I miss so many classes, and every time I miss a class, it just puts me that far behind, and it's so hard to catch up. So please go to class and take good notes. Another tip that I have, you don't have to do this, but I find it really helpful. You don't have to do any of these, but this is what I find helpful, is to take my notes in color. So I have lots of pretty color on the page. I'm not just staring at a not blank, but I'm not just staring at a black page when I'm reviewing. The color just helps it stick that much better. And now study tips for home. Find a quiet place. Make sure that you don't lay down on your bed, because if you lay down on your bed, you're going to get tired. At least I do. And it's just not really good. It's better to sit at a desk. I personally don't study at home. I go to the library to study, or to Starbucks, mainly the library. But yeah, definitely find a place that suits your needs for studying. Also, map out what you need to do. It makes it so much easier if you just have a list of, okay, this is what I need to do, this is when it needs to be done by. You can also create a to-do list. So today, this is what I want to accomplish. A, B, C, D. And it helps to also cross it out or check it off. So when you're done, you're looking at that to-do list and you're like, wow, I did everything on my list, and it feels really great. Another tip that I have is to sticky tab your book. So when you're reading the textbook, if you see something that sounds important, you can highlight it, or if you're not able to highlight in your book, or if you just think it's really important, you just take one of the little tabs and stick it on the side. That really, really helps. And you could also tab what you want to do, what you want to read. So if you need to read chapter 1 by tomorrow night, don't sit and read it all tonight. You can break it up into 2 sections, and you can just tab that and write the date on it, and then after you read it, you can rip the tab off. And when I'm studying at home, if it's on the PowerPoint, that's normally what I highlight in the book. So I follow through with the PowerPoint and the textbook side by side. I look at the PowerPoint, and then once I get to that point in the textbook, I highlight all of the important information. So anything that's on both is probably going to be on your test. Another suggestion that I have, definitely create a review sheet. Done studying a chapter, just read through and take out the key points and write that in a study sheet. Write it down on a study sheet. That way you can review it, and you don't have to flip through all of your notes all the time and flip through your whole textbook. You just have a couple of pages with all of the information that you need to know right in front of you, so it's just it's much more straightforward. When I'm studying my review sheets, I like to read them out loud because it just helps me memorize it that much better rather than just stating it in my head. If I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, the definition of this is that. And I say it out loud and I just repeat it. A lot of times what I like to do also, if I'm doing flashcards, is repeat it 3 times. So, the cat in blank, the cat in the hat, the cat in the hat, the cat in the hat. And then I'll go to the next one. And I just keep going and going and going. That really helps me a lot. Always have a snack and something to drink with you. I always have like an apple and a bottle of water. That way, if you get hungry or thirsty, there's no excuse to get up and wander around. Because I don't know about you, but I know when I'm studying, I will take any excuse that I can to not study. So I'll be like, oh, you know what? I'm thirsty. Let me go get some water. Oh, you know what? I'm hungry. Let me go to get a snack. But if you have it right there at your desk, then there's nothing to distract you. You don't need to get up and go to another room and then get distracted by what's on TV. Don't forget to take breaks. I a lot of times forget to take breaks, and then the information just doesn't stick anymore. So make sure that when you are reading, you can figure out, I mean, you know when you're ready for a break, when it's just not making sense anymore, you just can't get it. Get up and walk around for 10 or 15 minutes. Please stay organized with your planner, sticky notes, highlighting, color coordinate everything. Just make sure that you're organized. It makes studying so much easier. And time management and prioritize. I cannot stress this enough. Make sure that you prioritize your work. If you have an essay due tonight at midnight, and then you have like a poster board that you need done next week, don't do the poster board first. Do that essay first. That's what's due first. That's what is your main. That should be your main priority. So make sure that you get the hardest work done first. That's what I always do, because once I get the harder work done, then the other work just seems to be a breeze. Oh, another thing is flashcards are really, really good. I will actually be making a video all about flashcards. Once I do that, I will put an annotation saying that the video is up, and I will link it in the down bar. But another thing that I cannot stress enough, again, how many times am I going to say this in the video, but please get a study group or a study buddy. I cannot stress this enough. I just said it again. You will do so much better, because if there's something you don't know, maybe your friend knows it. Maybe your study group, somebody in your study group would know it. And it's also good to test each other. So I find a study group and or a study buddy very beneficial. Something that I like to do is actually add my study time into my planner, into my day schedule. So for example, if I have class from 12 to 1, then I will go ahead and write down or put it in my head that I have class from 12 to 2. So for that hour after class, I could just go through and review all of my notes. This way it's guaranteed that I do it every single day or every single class period. I find it a lot easier if I actually write down in my planner, study from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, that I will do it. Much more than if I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to study today around 1 o'clock. If it's written down in my planner, it'll be done. And go to your teacher's office hours. That's what they're there for. They have the office hours so that they can help you. You can come to them with questions or comments or anything like that. So please utilize that and go talk to your professors. I guess that's it. This is going to be a really long video, so I am going to go ahead and end it here. But I hope that these study tips help somebody out there. Hopefully you guys can try out some of these tips and let me know in the down bar. Let me know in the comments section if you try any of these out and if they work for you, or if you have any tips for me, because I love finding out new study tips. I love anything school related. It makes me really happy. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.